Hello there, and welcome to my little sketchbook tour slash flip through. More of a flip through, not much of a tour. My sketchbooks don't have much meaning to them, but I thought I would pop in with this little narration. Feel free to mute me, just to sort of talk a little bit about my sketchbook. So, off the bat, this is a Strathmore visual journal with 300 GSM paper. It has such beautiful paper. It is one of, I want to say, like 3 sketchbooks I have going at the moment, which is a little bit extra, but let me explain. So I've got one sketchbook that sort of has thinner paper, is very inexpensive. I just use it for doodling, notes, all sorts of things. This one, however, since it's a little more expensive and it's got such beautiful thick paper, I use it basically exclusively for watercolour, gouache, inks, heavier mediums that require the thicker paper. I don't really want to waste this beautiful paper on little pencil doodles when I could be absolutely destroying it with heavier things. Recently, I've been working a little more with A4. I used to be exclusively an A5 gal, but now I'm enjoying the freedom of a bigger page, and even if I don't do anything exciting with it, you'll see a few of the pages aren't particularly full, but I don't want to waste a page, so I'll still put something on it. I did notice, actually, talking about having to put something on every page because I'm compulsive like that, I did notice something about this sketchbook, and that is the back of the pages, so every left page was, how do I say that, very smooth and had difficulty taking in the watercolor. It was almost like it was a completely different page. Now I know that's kind of typical of watercolor paper, but with this sketchbook in particular, I did notice it. But an upside to this sketchbook is absolutely the spiral bound. If you're like me, then you love to fold up your sketchbook while you use it, and that one's really useful for that. And of course you can get it to lay beautifully flat, so I would recommend it for that. Typically, my sketchbooks are filled with a lot of different things. As I mentioned before, I have sort of another sketchbook that is filled with things like notes and doodles, as it's much sort of I want to say like a lower pressure sketchbook, but these sort of watercolor journals that I have are filled with slightly more, I want to say, sort of finished pieces. They're not the cheapest thing in the world, and I don't want to waste the paper, even if it's something that I'm not happy with at the end, a piece. I would still like to fill the page. It makes a sketchbook flip through like this much more satisfying, I'd say, that every page is filled, even if it isn't filled with anything particularly exciting. Ooh, I'll also mention probably just a few of my favorite materials to use in a sketchbook like this. As I mentioned, I use gouache, which is Winsor & Newton. My watercolors are also Winsor & Newton. I have Poscas that I use occasionally in there, and my inks tend to be either Winsor & Newton, again, surprise, or Ecoline, and I think, what are they called? I recently also got some Liquitex acrylic inks, which are exciting. That's exciting. Anyway, so I think we are getting to the end of my footage. I would love to do another one of these soon. As soon as I am able to fill another one. I am absolutely fueled by finishing sketchbook, mostly because I like the absolute satisfaction I get in decorating a new one and absolutely covering it in stickers like a child. If you would like another one of these, please let me know. And if you would like another one of these with a narration like this, do let me know, or let me know what kind of things I should say in a narration like this, or whether you would just prefer music and me rambling over the top of it is distracting. Let me know that as well. So I will finish off here. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are.